for the BestieFinders office hours, guys. Look, I'm like, we've been chit chatting for the last 15, 20, 30 minutes, okay, about what we're going to be talking about, what we're going to be coaching today. So it is going to be exciting as usual. So let me just do my usual and check in with my besties. Hey, besties, how you guys doing?
Hey there.
I'm
Awesome.
loving it.
Yay.
Awesome and amazing.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Look, all of y'all. So we're ready to go then, Dr. Lisa. Everybody's awesome, ready, and we got our hearts. Let's go.
All right. So, this week's scenario, we are talking to two powerful leaders, and these co-founders, they're building the next big thing, and they are both visionaries who see the future. They know what to do. They want to cross the I's and dot the T's, but now they're bumping heads because they don't agree on the same vision. Coach this.
Woo, honey, look, all of a sudden, right, my antennas went straight up, okay, on a scenario that I remember because in the beginning, y'all, we were talking about something altogether different, right? We done all had a conversation and we just giving all of our gifted answers. And now, so this one is definitely straight from the hip, y'all. So we didn't get a chance to practice this, and we normally don't anyway. But anyway, let me tell y'all. So when you have two strong gifts working together, which is can be powerful, right? It can be very powerful, but it also can be very destructive if each one do not know their lane. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody, I mean, those two people can have the giftings of leading, they're creative and everything, but their vision may be just a tad bit different because we all are different. So let me just give you the example and then you guys can go from there. All right. So this was at a ministry that I was a part of. And the pastor asked me to host or co-chair, right? The women's ministry. I mean, our not just the ministry, but our event. You know, the women's program that was getting ready to happen. I was like, nah. The person he asked me to do it was his wife. Okay, and so, and I already knew her gifts. I knew her personality. I was like, nope, I will not do it. They had to beg me, right? And I'm like, okay, so everybody needs to understand their role in this because I mean, the things, the way that she likes to do things, I don't like that. I don't like her taste. I don't, I don't like how I don't like nothing other than her as a person. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that we would have different strategies in the way that we go about doing things, and so I relented. I said, okay, I'll do it, right? And so we had our first meeting for the women's conference and I said, we need to go in with an itinerary. And she's like, no, we don't need an itinerary. I was like, yes, we do. She was like, no, we don't, right? So we left it just like that. There was no decision. But I made one, right? I came in with an itinerary on what I was going to talk about. And so she got up and so she spoke first, of course, sharing the vision. And this is the mug for the conference, and this is what we had last year, and this is I, I'm sitting there. I'm like, Father, Father. So when she got through with showcasing everything that they had last year, I got up. I had an itinerary. I passed it out. I was like, this is what we're going to do. This is how, for what I need to get done. This point 1, 2, 3, when it needs to be done, how it needs to be done. This is the vision of everything. Boop, bop, that's programmed. Let's go home. Right? And everybody was like, oh, yeah, this is good, Kathy. This is good. So, because everybody else was sitting there looking crazy at the beginning. So, imagine. So, the very next time the meeting came about, we had our next meeting. She came in, rushed, trying to get there before me with an itinerary or an agenda for the meeting. You know what I'm saying? And so now, yes, it was just crazy. So, I had to recognize, guess what? I had to be the bigger person, y'all. Because, see, now she felt the way and she saw the responses from the people compared to the way that I came in, straight to the point. We ain't messing around. We ain't playing. It ain't no suggestions. It's like, this is what we need to get done. Now, if you have any, please feel free to share them, whatever. So she came in and a total 180, right? In a way, it did help her, but then she felt like she was in competition. We're not in competition. We're working together, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? And so, but that's what I'm saying. When you have two leaders, so somebody's going to have to be the bigger person. Somebody's going to have to step back. And I did it because guess what? I understood the gifts. But understand, if it hadn't been some people who did not understand the gifts, it would have been a all out brawl. I saw it in the spirit, okay, an all-out brawl with somebody, right? So I'm just saying. So when so I understood. So now let's talk about how our visions match up. What is the difference? Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this thing together. And so then maybe she just wasn't used to working as a team, right? Because she was a radio personality. So all the things like, this is the way I like it, this is what I want to do, blah, blah, blah. But this is a team effort, y'all. So when you are two administrators, you have to make each other's roles very clear, like what we're going to be doing. And then the level of authority that I have. I can make decisions, I can't make decisions. Do I need to bring this to you? So just get all the rules and all of that stuff set up immediately at the beginning, right? So everybody know which lane they're working in or working on, so you won't feel crazy and thinking somebody's trying to step in or step on your toes or trying to take over or run over, whatever people be thinking. I don't know what they be thinking these days, but something very similar to that. Okay, did that make sense?
Yes,
Yes.
crystal clear.
That's why the gifts are very important. It can
Yes.
it can cut out some brawls. People going to jail, bloody nose, broke nose, whatever. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? We cut a whole lot of that stuff out.
Yeah.
Okay,